Sorry. So just Google Start Killer. Should be the first thing. Actually, this is not Google. This is Bing, but same difference. Start Killer. Tordex. You're on the right side. It's pretty much compatible with every Windows version. I'm using Windows 7. Works fine. Click Download. You'll get a compressed file. So just right click after you've downloaded, right click on the compressed and extract. When you get into it, it will have two different files. It'll have the 32-bit setup and the 64-bit setup. You want to do the 64-bit setup if you have 7 or Vista. I strongly suggest it. I don't think the 32-bit was working on the other ones. It was really glitchy. The start button would pop up if you tried to move the taskbar, you know, just stuff like that. So try to use the 64 if you can. And once you get it downloaded, the hotkey is this right here: Control, Alt, Shift, and F12 all at the same time. And when you hit that, it'll bring this up over here. And not much to configure here. Just you know, load on startup. If you hide the system tray icon right here. If you uncheck that, you need to remember this hotkey, so you don't have to go Google what the hotkey is every time. So remember this if you hide the system tray icon, and it won't show up anymore over there, because you need to click on that or use the hotkey to get to options. So that's pretty much it for Start Killer. Once you set it up, there's nothing really much to do. It's working in the background. So now let's move on to Launchy, which is the companion for it in this video, and they work really well together. So just Google Launchy or Bing Launchy or whatever, and it'll come up with the first search result. Should be the right one, and it'll look like this. And then you click Download. Go to the latest version right here from SourceForge, and you want the executable right here, and it's 3.9 megabytes. So you click that, and you'll notice that it is not a compressed file. It is an actual application, so you won't have to extract anything. Oops, I didn't really want to download it, so no. But that'll give you that, and you run the setup. It's pretty easy setup, straightforward. And once you get Launchy going, it'll tell you the hotkey, which is by default Alt and space, and it'll bring up Launchy. And to get to the options, you can right click and go to options right here. Actually, the default skin actually has a button on there to get to the options, so you won't really have to worry about that. But if you change the skin, just remember you can right click on it and go to options. Here's the general options. You got opaqueness, you know, fade in, fade out, just general stuff. You can mess around with this, get it how you like it. It's got some nice features. You can choose how many suggestions. It comes up with a search and how many max suggestions are possible. Change the hotkey right here. You know, random stuff. Here's where you update the catalog. You can set it to update it automatically, which is like every 10 minutes, but I turned it off because I just manually update by right-clicking and rebuilding catalog right here. So if I plug in an external and it's cataloged, and I want to update, you know, make sure it sees that it's there to search, just right-click and rebuild catalog. So you can put skins on it. They're usually RAR files, and they're usually on DeviantArt. So you need to go there, and you need a file extractor probably to get those compressed RAR files open. I use 7-zip. It's real easy. So that is that, and then you just paste them into the directory for the skins for Launchy. And catalog. Here's where you index stuff. You can add something. You can just click on that and browse your computer. Don't index program files or any big folders like that. What I suggest is making a folder called, you know, Launchy index or something like that. I'll show you mine. Gotta get out of this first to go to Launchy. pasted stuff from my computer that I wanted in there, and you know, you can reference this in the catalog then, and it'll be in Launchy. And that's what I suggest you do, so you don't include a bunch of files you don't want in there that just bog down the system. So that is that. You got the catalog. You can add different file types right here. What you have to do is you have to hit asterisk first and then dot in the file type, so JPEG, you know. That's how you put a file in. If you want all the files in that directory included in it, you just asterisk dot asterisk and add that, and that'll include everything. And you can click this to include executables, and you can include directories. And including directories makes it so folders show up, so you can search folders, actual folders, and open them up, which I really like. You can just go straight to some kind of like schoolwork folder that you have way back in your documents somewhere. Like, let's see, I have some XHTML document I'm working on right here. Oop, there we go. And I've gone right to it just by knowing the folder name. Let's see, what else do we have here? Plugins. I use Runner, which is a command prompt thing. If you have this, you just type in open Launchy, type in CMD, and hit tab. CMD brings that up. Hit tab, and then you can type in a command prompt. Let's trace Google right now, and it'll type it right into the command prompt. Oops. I didn't put com in. That's why. .com. That would help. Okay, and we're tracing the route to google.com. And you know, you don't have to go open the command prompt and do it. You can just do it right through that. So I like that. And the other plugins, though, I don't use. Webby. You can search certain websites just by hitting S, and then YouTube search whatever. Gcalc is a converter. Unit converter, tablespoons, teaspoons, yeah, that stuff. Calci, normal calculator. You can just bookmark. You don't need Webby to go to the web. You can just you can catalog your bookmarks folder from like Internet Explorer or something, and you know, you can just go right to websites like that. Let's see, YouTube. Bloop, there you go. You can go to YouTube. So you don't really need Webby, to be honest, but. Let's see, what else? Plugins, blah blah blah. Catalog. You can rescan right here too if you don't want to right click and rescan on the little Launchy window. And that's pretty much it. So if you like this, if you like to learn more about it, so if you want to learn other stuff, I was thinking about doing Cam Studio, which is what I'm using right now to record this. Foobar 2000, which is a pretty neat music program. Got the filter down thing like iTunes, a better playback than iTunes. The bitrate is really good. I was thinking about maybe doing Chrome. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff in Chrome now, but you have to get the Developers Guild build, which I could show you how to do. And you know, you can add like a bookmarks button and streamline it even more. You know, you don't have that bar up there. Just thinking about maybe mounting ISO files and how to, you know, use uTorrent or things like that to get file or programs off the internet. Disabling services, that's a big one. You can disable some services that you don't need, or you know, you might want to just disable them or turn them to manual. Like I don't have a printer, so I have the print spooler. Let's see. Print spooler right here is disabled because I don't have a printer on this computer. You know, just stuff to help you speed up your computer, less stuff running in the background, make it run better. So subscribe, comment, ask, suggest, give me some feedback. Thanks, guys.